guys, so I have been really excited to put together this video for quite a while now. And the main reason for that is because actually about 6 months to a year ago, I started filming the footage that I'll be showing you today. And I have photographs that go back quite a while before that. So today I'm going to be sharing with you kind of the transformation and journey so far on the exterior of our cabin. So I wanted to give a little bit of a backstory first. Originally, my husband and I moved into a place that he had bought before he met me, and he had spent a ton of time fixing up. And then when we dated, we worked on it together. We got married, we finished it, and about a year after that, we ended up selling it while the market was high and moving over to my parents' place because they had this spare little unused, very boring, very plain, very ugly cabin on their land that was just for storage that was just sitting vacant. And so we spent 6 months actually living in my parents' small spare bedroom with our baby, who was about 6 months old at the time, while we fixed up the interior of this cabin. And we basically had to redo everything. It was a big project. We had some help from my siblings and my husband's brother, and it was really fun. And then we moved in about 6 months after we had originally started living in my parents' place. We moved into the cabin, and then our plan was to eventually side the outside and paint it and finish the porch that my husband put on the front. However, that did not actually happen because just right after we moved in here, my husband and I actually found a remodel that we ended up buying. And so he, who is the skilled one to do all of these projects, now was devoting a lot of his time to the place over there. And so while the inside of the cabin is basically 100% done, the outside has basically stayed looking exactly the same as when we first moved in, except that we have a porch. And so all that being said, I kind of begged my husband to be able to at least paint the outside and do some caulking, and they never put trim on the windows, and so to put some trim on the windows and maybe turn this old kind of rustic cabin into more of a charming little cottage. And so that's kind of what I'm going to be showing you, the progress that I've made on so far today in this video, which is really exciting. Also, I thought I should mention this is not a how-to video because you don't want to learn these things from me, or you will probably be learning them wrong. This is more of a video just documenting the progress, and maybe if there's some things around your own home that you've kind of been putting off doing, but you're like, oh, I should finally do them, maybe hopefully this video will give you a bit of inspiration in that direction. And also a funny thing about this video is that you are going to see me get significantly more pregnant throughout the course of this video, because originally these first shots were in the very early spring, and now it is getting into August and I'm due in September, so the belly has gotten quite large. I kind of forgot to mention though, my husband built the porch, and then last early spring, my brothers, who have a concrete business, poured us this really pretty little patio. And so we have had that, adding to the beauty of outside of this little cabin as well. So it's still really fun though, kind of dressing up the outside and getting it more how I want it to look. Okay, so here are those shots that I've gotten over the last quite a while. And then I wanted to show you a shot when we first moved over here and started working on the cabin. This was what it looked like. And this is what it looks like now. So exciting. So we're still planning to put shingles on the front of the porch probably to case out the pillars and to put probably soffit on the ceiling of the porch. But other than that, I think it's pretty much done, which is really exciting. And those are going to be projects that I'm going to have my husband help me with. And so those will probably not be done for a while because the other place is kind of our first priority. But I also wanted to mention that I will have a link in the description box below for the little hanging lights that I have out front because I love them. I just got them and they are beautiful and add so much charm to the house. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week and I will see you hopefully next weekend in my next video. So stay tuned for that. Bye you all.